Hey guys, it's First Tour Guardsman here, and today I'm going to be talking about the new Arbites class in Darktide, using his new weapon, the Shock Maul Suppression Shield, alongside the new shotgun he has, the Exterminator Shotgun. Now, before I actually get into the full-on blessings for this thing, I just want to say that if you want to use a different weapon like the Shock Maul or Arbites Shock Maul, you are totally free to do so. I just like the new Suppression Shield quite a bit, and I have chosen the Mark 11 variant because I enjoy this one's moveset far more, especially for the heavy attacks. Now, as far as my actual stats here go, I have taken the dump stat for defenses. 60% is more than enough in my opinion, and that way I can max out to the other things like damage and power output here. And as far as the perk selection goes, I've taken plus 25% damage for flak and unyielding. If you want to swap out one of these for carapace, you can certainly do that. It will serve you quite well. As far as blessings are concerned, I have taken opportunist, plus 25% rending versus staggered enemies. It is very easy to get enemies to count as staggered on the Arbites class, especially with a talent that I will get into later. Same thing with high voltage. It is very easy to make enemies count as electrocuted on the Arbites class. So this is pretty much just bonus damage and bonus rending. And as far as the Exterminator Shotgun build setup goes, I decided to take the Mark 8 variant here. This turns your special ammo, which are these shells on the top of this weapon that are actually free for your overall ammo count, into a long-range armor-piercing slug instead of the stun round. This will also lower down the magazine capacity a bit, and the spread on this weapon is quite tight, and it's quite good at shooting guys at long range, even without the special ammo, and that's why I prefer this version of the weapon. As far as the mobility is concerned, this is the dump stat here once again. Really, 60% mobility is all you need in Darktide, because it is more than enough for most dodging. Also, the perks here are plus 25% damage to flak and maniacs. It's kind of a catch-all for the majority of specialists and other enemies in the game. Blessings are sustained fire, plus 20% damage on the second, third, and fourth shots in a salvo. Since we only have 4 magazine capacity, it's quite easy to pull this off. And same thing here with full bore, plus 20% strength for 5 seconds when every pellet in a shot hits the same enemy. This weapon has quite a tight spread, and this is very easy to pull off as well. It's just more damage. That's what both these do, and that's pretty good for us. As far as the curios go, I've decided to take all toughness on top of combat ability regeneration and toughness perks on all of them. Now, for 2 of them, I have taken damage resist on gunners, and 1 is stamina regeneration. If you don't like gunner resist, you could just take all 3 stamina regeneration or something else. This is just my preferred setup. Sometimes I think the Arbites really does benefit from damage resist to gunners, especially with Castigator's stance, but this is really up to you. And as for our talent tree, I've decided to take Withering Fire first here, plus 15% range damage for 5 seconds after reloading. We are using a pellet-fed shotgun with a 4 magazine capacity. This will be proccing all the time because we will be reloading all the time, and plus 15% range damage is a pretty chunky boost. Pretty much always take this for a shotgun in my opinion. Next perk here is Up Close, replenish 5% toughness on close kill. Bear in mind, this perk does function for both ranged and melee kills to get toughness back, and then we move into Force of Will, replenish 10% toughness on staggering melee attack. 10% toughness replenishment is amazing because we have an absolutely tremendous amount of toughness with all of our toughness curios here, and it's well over 200, and staggering melee attacks are super easy to pull off with the amount of impact damage this class has. It's pretty much always take this for toughness regeneration. And then I move into Man and Cybermassive, replenish 5% toughness per second while within 8 meters of your Cybermassive. Our Cybermassive is around us quite often, so it's pretty easy to get quite a bit of toughness back from this over the course of the game. And so really I just take this for the extra toughness, and I move down into range damage for the operative modifier. If you don't want to take this, you don't have to. You could take toughness damage reduction. I just prefer range damage on this setup. Next perk here, or the Blitz, is Remote Detonation. Cause an explosion at your Cybermassive's location, staggering and electrocuting nearby enemies. 3 charges, 60-second cooldown. This is the only blitz that will regenerate grenades when you are not using the Lone Wolf Keystone. I've grown to love it quite a bit. It will stagger even bosses, electrocute them to proc damage for your Shock Maul on high voltage, on top of other things like being able to proc bleed stacks with the Bolter, Blessing, Puncture. Then we aren't using that in this build. They might fix that in the future. Point is, pretty damn good blitz. I've grown to like it a lot. Next thing here is Arbitrator Armor, plus 25 toughness, and we move down into Ammo Belt for plus 25% ammo capacity. If you aren't playing on Havoc, you don't have to take this, but I play on Havoc a lot, and I find the extra ammo capacity lets me shoot my shotgun significantly more. Next perk here is Imposing Force, gain plus 25% damage resist for 5 seconds after elite or specialist kill. 25% damage resist is quite chunky in this game, and standard DR is quite hard to come across compared to TDR, which is toughness damage reduction, and overall 5 seconds is a pretty decent uptime, and elite or specialist kill is constantly happening in this game. Next thing here is the passive Voltaic Mandibles Augment. Your Cyber Mastiff electrocutes enemies and attacks for 5 seconds. I like this for extra dog damage. If you don't want to take this, you don't have to. You could swap it in for something like the Weight of the Lex if you want to. This is just my preferred setup. But if you want to take this for the plus 15% damage for 5 seconds after heavy melee attack, you certainly can. Now, as far as the perk here for concussive, melee weak spot hits that make the enemy count as staggered for 4 seconds. Staggering enemies is really good in this game to trigger all of our things like Breaking Descent here and some of our other perks. So, pretty much a must take as far as this build is concerned. Then we go down here for suppression protocols. Hitting 3 or more enemies with an attack grants you plus 20% TDR for 5 seconds. This is a very easy thing to proc, especially with a shield bash, on top of things of the fact that we have a shotgun that shoots through multiple enemies with a piercing round. So this will be proccing all the time. Plus 20% TDR is quite good, and 5 seconds is once again a decent uptime. Next thing here is Breaking Descent. You and allies incoherency deal additional plus 10% damage versus staggered. This helps you nuke bosses, nuke enemies, and DPS in this game is very important, especially in the higher levels of Havoc. Now down here we have Plasteel Place plus 25 toughness, and then we move into Unleash Brutality. Your Cyber Mastiff prioritizes elite and specialist enemies and deals plus 25% damage to them. You don't have to take this if you don't want to. You can also take Go Get 'em for ranged enemies instead. I just prefer this one because it helps me proc Man and Cyber Mastiff more often because I'm in melee more, and so is my Cyber Mastiff with this one. But if you want to take Go Get 'em, you sure can. Next operative modifier here is Impact Boost, plus 25% impact, down into Break the Line. Step forward and bash, causing high stagger to enemies in front of you, and gain plus 25% damage, plus 50% impact for 6 seconds. Base cooldown 20 seconds. This perk pretty much lets you go in and stay in and get all your toughness back with Commendation from Condemnation, which is replenish 20% toughness and 15% stamina for each elite, specialist, or monstrosity hit, up to 100% toughness and 75% stamina. On top of the perk, Targeted Brutality restores 0.5 seconds. Ability cooldown for each hit increased to 1 on elite, specialist, or monstrosity. 5 max cooldown restored. With all of this together, on top of Mallocator later that we'll have here in a second, you can pretty much just break the line on loop and constantly go back in, bash heads, bash more heads, slam into them, do a ton of damage, a ton of impact, and then get the ability back. And just, the loop is deadly. That's the point here. And then we go down to Hold the Line. Staggering an enemy grants 1 stack of plus 3% damage resist on the next melee hit taken, stacking 5 times and lasting 8 seconds. Staggering non-human sized enemies grants 5 stacks. Yeah, it's just a pretty damn good perk for damage resist at times. We have to take this mainly to get into the Emperor's Fist. Plus 15% melee damage and plus 30% impact on the first enemy hit with each attack. This helps us when we go in with Break the Line. For us just knock over a Crusher on top of which we can already do that, Break the Line. But the point is, this lets you get more impact on some of your other hits, especially on the bigger enemies like Crusher when you are not using Break the Line. Next perk here is Target the Weak. Enemies staggered by your melee attack take plus 15% more melee damage for 5 seconds. Pretty self-explanatory, just more damage. Same thing here, Justified Measures. Plus 3% damage on successful attack. 5 max stacks, last 5 seconds. Once again, just more damage. And then we move into Arbites or Revelatum. I don't really know how to say this one. But 15% damage for 5 seconds after successful dodge. Again, more damage. And then I take Judicious Efficiency. 20% reload speed on next reload after elite kill or specialist kill. I find the reload time on the Exterminator Shotgun can be quite long because you have to individually load every single pellet, and this helps out with that in my experience quite a bit. So I've come to prefer this perk overall for this build, and really most of the pellet shotgun builds in this game. Really good perk, and it really cycles into itself quite often. Then I go down into Zealous Dedication. 2% critical strike chance on kill, 8 stacks, last 10 seconds. 10 seconds is a tremendous uptime, and this gives us quite a bit of critical strike chance. And then I move into Soul Guilt Scan. Weak spot hits grant 2% weak spot strength, 8 max stacks, last 10 seconds. Again, really easy to pull this off, on top of the fact it lasts an eternity for 10 seconds. And then we go down to the Keystone Execution Order. Periodically mark elites, specialists, and bosses for Mercy Sanction. Killing a marked enemy replenishes 15% toughness. Your Cyber Mastiff gains 150% Cyber Mastiff damage for 8 seconds after attacking a marked enemy. You gain plus 15% damage and plus 10% attack speed for 8 seconds after killing a marked enemy. Excellent perk. It just gives you back more toughness, gives your guys more damage and more attack speed. Incredible stuff here. And then we move into one of the The best perks here, Mallocator, plus 50% cooldown regeneration for 8 seconds after a marked kill. This pretty much lets you get back your break the line constantly, even more so than just the targeted brutality would. Amazing perk, super mandatory for like a ton of, well, maybe not mandatory, but like super beneficial for a ton of builds in this game, which is why the execution order here is really the best keystone overall. And then we also take Efficient Killer for more crit chance and more crit damage on marked kill for 8 seconds, because 8 seconds is a very long uptime. Maybe not the eternity of 10 seconds, but still quite good. Now, something I want to mention about the shotgun before I go into the actual Havoc gameplay here is that you don't really have to be afraid to shoot this thing at long range. It is quite good at sniping guys from a mile away, even on Havoc, especially with your slug, or if you're to load up the special shot, which bear in mind, these will all be refilled on a single ammo tin pickup, so you can really just blast ahead from a mile away, and it's quite fun to use. This shotgun has incredible sound design as well, so it's very satisfying to blow heads off with. I just wanted to mention this because some people treat their shotgun as an incredibly close range weapon with this version, and you really don't have to all the time, especially with this variant.
He's a rogue. He's not a rogue.
It's a bard, dude.
A bard.
Yeah, he's a bard.
What's his subclass?
The subclass, College of Glamour, dude.
What is it?
The College of Glamour.
Oh, College of Glamour. That's a good one. Not College of War.
I mean, it could be the College of Lore, too. That's definitely an option.
Oh, College of Lore. I was gonna say College of. I said College of War. It's War. Right?
Swords Bard.
Swords, Sword Bard. Yeah, College of Swords. Did I hear twins?
Already had twins.
Already had twins. Yeah. So no, there's the answer. I don't have to get smart with me. Just say no.
Okay.
Alright, you just need to show this guy where the fucking burrow shows up. Here, I'm gonna pull away. I guess I'm pulling him. Got it. Got it, I did it.
Ammo sighted.
The bolter skin is the one in the store right now. It's really, really good. Someone knows the name of it. Someone said it in the chat earlier.
Got a Malcador reference that perks good.
Yeah, it's Malcador's something.
Do you know who Malcador is, Mystery?
Fuck no.
He's he's like the best psyker the Imperium's ever had. Dead now.
Oh, okay.
But
Get now.
yeah, he was a cool guy. Oh, actually no, he's kind of an asshole, but he did. Yeah. Turned to dust. He sat in the golden throne a
He's
little
kind
too
of an
long.
asshole. Did what?
He sat in the golden throne, the Emperor was away, and then died after. He's the only guy that could do it.
He sat on the Emperor's throne. Oh, while the
Yeah.
Emperor was away?
Yeah,
Why was the Emperor away?
Killing Horus.
Oh,
Actually, no. Was I killing Horus? It was killing Horus. Or somebody in chat knows. Yeah.
I thought the Emperor only ended up on the throne after the Horus.
Well, before he was the only one that could sit on it, but he's permanently stuck on it now. But at that point in time, he had to sit on the throne to close a demon portal on Earth, so he couldn't leave and actually fight his son. So he's like, hey, Malkador, can you handle this? And Malkador was like, sure. Then he died after. Like, a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Makes so much sense.
Just a little lore tidbit for today. I like peppering the lore.
Peppering.
Don't worry, chat. One day we'll get Mystery to fully understand the majesty of 40k.
Very sneaky. It is sneaking. I like that you can use castigators just to walk away when you're in vertical vomit. It's just like, nope. So I have my movement speed. Nice thing. It's too fat.
So, is that why you're back to Darktide content? Because the king has lied to return in his absence?
Darn.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I mean, I always play Darktide. I do always play Darktide. I just always make content for it. Because I wasn't that up to date in some of the updates, but now that Arbites is out. And also now that Mystery and I are like best friends. I kind of have to. That's a
Alright, guys,
requirement.
I'm gonna start another. Raffle here. Actually, and this time the code is something that in my last build guide it came up a couple times. One second. Don't say anything yet. Okay, that was the wrong one. Reset. Oh, fuck, I'm getting murdered on it. You over there? Do that thing. Reset. Giveaways. Next. Alright, it's in there. Alright, now guess. If you already guessed, guess again.
Medication. Make it
Ignore that. Like laggy as fuck.
heavy gunner sighted.
My last build guide, the one that went live last night. How does it work? You need to do exclamation point and a word.
Jump down and go straight up.
Someone should get that green skin. Probably you.
To be honest, as much as I love Darktide, it did get stale. It's a lot better now with the Arbites update.
FGG's like clearly not paying attention right now.
Sorry, what?
There's a green stem up there.
Oh, thank you.
Up where the dude is. Where the dude is.
Sorry, I was...
I got it.
Oh,
All tell.
sneaky netted.
Good dog.
Charges left up top.
Good check. Only take a second.
Should be a charge up there still.
Yeah, it's all gone.
Down on go.
He does good aim.
Alright.
Yeah, make sure our chorus boys got that.
It is out. Probably a fun build, I must say. The damage sim here.
Already got one. Oh. Bosses? What bosses?
Watch barrels.
Fuck you, gunner. Not my gunner. Not my president. That's what I like to see for some gunners. Just completely oblivious that I'm even fucking there. Looking the other way. Alright, dude, this one's ending, let's see how many entries I've got on this one. Alright, I have only 12 entries on this one. I feel like many more people would get it. It's not penis. Penis didn't come up multiple times in the video from last night. And you can see it came up pretty organically. It said it because I accidentally clicked roll when I was trying to reset. I'm sorry. Just baited you. Being a dickhead. These true mystery fans. Fucking die. Fuck. Pushing. Fucking came up multiple times. Alright. It's probably penis. In a mystery video, they often contain penis. Sneak on him, dog. Sneak on him. Engage. Nuke. Deploy. Go.
Let's go see if we can find some
so obsessed with guessing penis.
Random shit here.
I have 16 entries, guys. People have been saying it, so people definitely know what the focus of the video was last night. It wasn't really on the
build. This dude.
Yeah, a lot of comments about this. If you want to go figure out what it is, go check the comments in last night's video. The pumping shotgun thing. And no, comments aren't about penis. For once. Oh, what a nuke. What an absolute nuke. Oh, it was so juicy.
I'll take that.
Oh,
Toss.
toughness. I love you.
Barrels.
Good detonate, Mr. E. You did such a great job, Mr. E. Thanks, guys. Our gotta save our fucking Hordes boy back here getting overwhelmed. You could probably make it to the other side of the room. Get that juice. Alright, get your answers in, guys. If you need an Arbites key, that is. If you don't, then, you know, I guess you could just like pass, just to prove that you could win.
Did somebody already do that?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what his justification was. Should choose quick before you get murdered. Fucking insect. There you go. Alright, he's fine. He's fine, guys. He's perfectly fine the whole time. Oh shit. Alright, let's go for any more bullshit besides the spawner. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on now, guys, before it does anything else to us. You don't say.
Little sneaky guy emerged from the rubble. Sniper. Watch sniper.
Alright, Burgle's on me. Good dog. Yeah, good job, dog. It'd be really cool if dogs acted like in tandem, like multiple arbitrators could like call for points and the dogs on the team would do it, like whichever dog was closest would prioritize it.
That would be cool.
That would be fucking sick.
Multi-dog
like a whole
option.
other level, it's a multi-dog, yeah. You'd have like one person just like do all the pinging.
That's how they work in lore too.
Yeah.
Little dog squads.
That's what.
They even count the dog as part of it. Some of these guys are like
Did you hear
fully
that?
robotic too.
Did you hear my idea on stream the other day?
No, I didn't hear. What was that?
It's like a mod or like a some like a modded class where it removes a player from the team, but it allows someone to play as like the dog or two dogs. Or like there's a whole. I think the ultimate idea was that there's a separate queue for dog players, and so
For
when you play as
dog players,
Arbites,
dude.
there's someone who's a real person who's a dog, and like you get incentives for like going after the target so they ping or whatever. But they have like an actual person. There's a man over.
Do it again.
Yeah, they're the Huntard. This game. Anyone needs nades? There's a nade back over there. Yeah, playing as the dog would be really sick. I kind of really want a mod that allows you to do that. It's clearly like the dog has like abilities, like he has like a speed boost he can activate, and he can like pounce, he can like jump like over obstacles and stuff. Like that'd be sick to be like the best dog player in the game. Just so fucking effective. Oh my god. You got Mr. E. He's the best heckin' pupper on the server. Yes, I would main dog. Start a war between the furries and the Black Templar.
That's a war you don't want to be part of, dude.
Yeah.
That's not. You don't know what that
There's no winners
is.
in that war. There's no good guys in that war. I feel
We
like
don't
there's
claim
probably
anybody
a
in that
huge
war.
number of people who are into Black Templar who are also furries, though. Because there's a huge number of people who are like Nazi role players that are furries.
Some of them go. Some of the Black Templar fans are really cool. Some of them are something else. It's not bad.
Some are not.
Some are not.
Is that the ones that are they're Australian? Which one's that?
Sniper up top behind us.
They're Australian. Can be covered for a lot of 40k fandom portions. Especially the. I don't know. I mean, I've seen a lot of Australian 40k fans in general. Not just
Why
Black
that
Templar.
is.
Actually, and again, a lot of them do like Black Templar. Well, that's about.
Guys, when we finish this game, we're gonna draw. I've seen a good number of people guess it. I haven't got to check on who has it in a minute. Hold on, let me just turn invincible and take this dog to the face. Surely my dog will save me. There you go. Just gonna bleed everyone to death there, Vern. Thank you. That's a lot of trappers. Holy shit. You guys remember that time when I was just speedrunning this map and I hit this barrel right here and yeeted myself off the ledge? And I screamed.
Is it a real
mad.
scream? It's like a proper scream.
I slammed the table, I believe, and went, no, no, no! It was
I'm
really
sure it's
frustrating.
clipped. I'm sure.
I was
it's
trying
clipped.
to like just cram out games for the Darktide keys, because like that mission they gave us is so stupid. It's like play a game on Malice difficulty or above wearing the deluxe armor set, and I was like, okay, so like playing a game doesn't have to you have to win it, but I figured you probably do. So I was just speedrunning, and I just kept losing to like the dumbest shit. Like I would be like 5 feet from the end, and I'd get trapped by some like ridiculous trapper that didn't get shoved, and that was like, I made it all the way to there, like the very last enemy that you could possibly face before the end, and I hit a barrel and knocked myself off the edge.
That's a professional move, dude.
All right, guys. Let's see. We've got 20 entries in this one. Now the next one's going to be a lot easier to guess, but it'll be a much shorter time frame.
How you liking the Mason board? I do enjoy it. I should be using my special more though this game.
So 20 people
I'll probably post
guessed
this one
the
anyways.
thing that I did a lot in
So that's
last
something I'm
night's
doing right
video.
now. But it is
My
very
vibe
good. I
reading
used
is
some
that
more
they don't
earlier
fucking
today.
nerf anything in any sort of reasonable amount of time. Unless Fat Shark is listen. I'm fully open to Fat Shark turning over a new leaf and being more responsible to the balance of their game and like adapting with like every month like launching a patch update yada yada. I just don't believe in that reality based on the data I've collected so far on their behavior. I think we're gonna exist with the current state of this for a while. I guess. Maybe that'd be fun. Alright, let's see here. I get one more charge so I can nuke this big thing of maulers. It's destined to show up here by fate. The maulers, okay, she's trash. Yeah, the mystery noise. Is that what you call it? Alright, let's see what that damage was. I feel like we got some really solid kabooms there. And we can get some more players in here. Oh yeah, 1 million damage.
What is that worldly curve? I see a bunch of
Overrun
gowns
by
today for
Extermination.
overrun.
All right, let's go ahead and roll this
That's
thing up,
funny.
guys. It was yawn. My
This
bad.
shit looks crazy.
Forgot to clip the video or cut the video so I didn't yawn a bunch. Let's choose that winner. It's Bungie Fan 546. Bungie Fan 546. Do you need an RB's code? And if so, can you please tell me your Discord username?